The phone is already in your hand. You don't remember picking it up. One moment, you were thinking about something else. The next, the screen is lighting up in front of you. Your thumb opens the messages before you've had time to ask yourself why. And then you're looking at their name. Something happened today. Nothing dramatic. Nothing that will matter to anyone else tomorrow. But for a second, they are still the first person you think of telling. A thought appears, and somehow their name appears with it too. It happens so quickly that you barely notice the distance between the two. You open the conversation. The last messages are still there. The same words, the same silence after them. Your finger moves toward the empty space at the bottom of the screen. You start typing. Just a few words, half a sentence. Then you stop. You read it again. Suddenly, it looks strange sitting there. Not because the words are wrong, because you no longer know where they belong. You erase them. Or maybe you leave them there for another minute. The cursor keeps blinking, waiting. And you sit there with your phone in your hand, unsure which feels harder, sending the message or admitting that you almost did. This isn't necessarily about wanting someone back. It's something quieter than that. It's reaching for the person who used to be part of your everyday life. The person who used to hear the small things, the ordinary things, the things that didn't seem important enough to tell anyone else. For a long time, you didn't have to think about it. Something happened, and you told them. Now the moment still arrives, but the place it used to go feels different. Sometimes you don't even realize what you're doing until you're already there. The app is open. The conversation is on the screen. Their name is right in front of you. And for a moment, everything feels exactly the way it used to. Then you remember that it isn't. There can be embarrassment in that moment, or frustration. You might wonder why this still happens. Why, after everything that changed, your hand still knows exactly where to go. Part of you thinks that one message wouldn't mean very much. Just a sentence. Just a few words. But another part of you knows that some messages never feel small once they're sent. Maybe nothing would happen. Maybe the message would stay there, unanswered. Or maybe the conversation would begin again, and you don't know which possibility feels heavier. So you keep looking at the screen, the unfinished sentence, the blinking cursor, the words that almost existed. Eventually, you turn the phone over. The screen disappears. The room stays exactly the same. But the thought doesn't disappear with it. Part of you is still sitting there, somewhere between writing the message and deciding not to send it. It doesn't feel dramatic. If someone asked what was wrong, you might not even know how to explain it. Because the feeling isn't only about missing someone. Sometimes it's about missing the version of your day that included them. Missing the feeling of turning toward the same person whenever something crossed your mind. And realizing that part of you still turns in the same direction, even when there is no conversation waiting there anymore. The strange part is that it usually happens in ordinary moments, not the big ones, not the days you expected to be difficult. It's the quiet moments that catch you. A thought appears. You reach for your phone. And only afterward do you remember that things are different now. You used to tell someone about your day. Not every detail, just the small things. The things that mattered only because they happened to you. For a long time, that person had a name. The name is still there, still saved exactly where it has always been. And sometimes, your hand still finds it before the rest of you catches up. You open the messages. You see the name. You feel the pull. And for a moment, you sit there between two different versions of your life. The one where you would have pressed send without thinking, and the one you are living now. The urge is still there, even now, even with the phone turned over beside you. For a few seconds, you wanted to tell someone something. Something small, something ordinary, something that happened in the middle of your day. And for a moment, your hand still knew exactly where to go. Now the room is quiet again. The message is gone. The screen is dark. You sit there for another minute, maybe looking at the ceiling, maybe closing your eyes, maybe reaching for the phone once more before putting it back down. Nothing dramatic happened tonight. No conversation, no answer. Just a moment that stayed a little longer than you expected. The night becomes quieter. The room becomes darker. The thought is still there. But now there is a little more space around it. Not because anything changed. Not because you suddenly understand everything. Only because another minute has passed. Then another. Tomorrow will arrive anyway. The conversation will still be there. Their name will still be there. And maybe the feeling will be there too. You don't need to decide what to do with it right now. Tonight ends the same way it was always going to end, with your thoughts still unfinished, with the message still unsent, and the room still quiet. The phone stays face down. You close your eyes. Nothing else happens. And somehow, the night passes anyway.